Alright, okay, that's that. Okay, group 1.
Selamat sejahtera semua. Hari ini kami Group 1 akan present kerja kami untuk chemistry. Group members kami ialah saya, NG, Zia, Afifah dan Yash. Compare and contrast the characteristics of these two bonds. The similarities involve valence electrons only. Atoms achieve stable octet or duplet electron arrangement. The differences for ionic bond forms a positively charged ion and negatively charged ion. Transfer of electrons between metal atoms and non-metal atoms. For covalent bond between non-metal atoms, sharing of electrons and forms a molecule. Ni meme kami. So yang atas tu macam dia kata we have the best bond. Lepas tu I'm James Bond. So I have the best bond. And then the bond yang chemistry punya, do we look like a joke to you?
Okay, ada apa-apa lagi nak tambah?
Tak ada je.
Okay, kalau tak ada apa tambah, cikgu nak tanya questions. Alright, so untuk covalent bond dekat sini cakap it forms a molecule. How about ionic bond? Is it forms a molecule? Hello? Ada ke tak tu? Terus ni? Terus, okay, apa dia? Okay, kalau covalent bond, it forms a molecule. How about ionic bond? Does ionic bond form molecule juga?
Tak, kot.
So, what type of things yang ionic bond ni form? Kalau dia tak buat molekul, so apa yang dia form kan? Okay, anyone from other group yang nak try tolong? Or from your group juga yang nak try tolong? Form negative ion. Tapi dekat sini dah cakap positively charged and negatively charged ion. So, what is example of molecule? Siapa boleh beritahu?
NaCl.
Apa dia?
NaCl.
Is it NaCl? Okay, NaCl ionic bond or covalent bond?
Ionic.
So, is it form a molecule?
No.
Habis tu? NaCl tu apa dia?
Compound.
Okay, compound. But O2 pun, O2, H2O pun compound juga. Mana dia? Okay, molekul ni actually for covalent saja, for covalent bond saja yang akan ada molekul. Both akan produce compound, so kena letak satu lagi lah. Okay, the similarities dia, both will produce a compound. But untuk ionic bond, it will produce ionic compound lah. Okay, ionic compound because the transfer of electron. Okay, untuk covalent compound, it will produce molecular compound ataupun it can produce molecule. Apa beza compound and molecule? Okay, molecule ni which is ni lah. Okay, the elements yang more than one atom so this of the same element. But compound ni dia boleh jadi, molecule ni boleh jadi the same element, okay, or different element. While compound tu must be from two different elements lah. Macam example O2. O2 is a compound, is a molecule. Okay. H2O is a compound. Nanti kita tengok, kena tengok what is the Venn diagram, okay, to distinguish between molecule and compound. Alright, okay, thank you for group 1. Okay, group 2 pula. Siapa group 2? Okay, Isha. Alright, proceed please.
Okay, so we are group 2 and it's covalent bond versus ionic bond. And for similarities, they both have like kind of unstable valence electrons, like didn't follow the duplet and octet rule. And also they both need another atom or both atom or two atoms or three atoms to form a bond to be stable. And for the differences, there's covalent bond differences, and which is sharing of electrons between non-metal atoms. And examples, which is ammonia, NH, dihydrogen monoxide, H2O, ethonic acid, CH2COOH. And for the ionic bond, it formed when metal atom transfer its valence electron to non-metal atom. And another one, which is example, which is calcium hydroxide, CaOH2, and iron oxide, Fe2O2. And also something to add is that covalent bond will form ionic compound, and then ionic bond will form ionic compound, and then covalent bond will form molecule, and then they both will form compounds. And for similarities, will that they both will form compounds. And
Okay.
one,
Alright, a little bit correction. Okay. Both bond will produce compound, but ionic will produce ionic compound, and covalent will produce molecular compound. Okay.
okay. And now this is the meme. All I know is that they have stronger bond than I have with you.
So is this a meme or a pickup line ke apa ni? Nak ngorak orang.
I think the next one is much more funny.
Next one.
Couples, friends. Me, I'm Neon. Alice, I'm Noble.
So for couples tu apa dia?
Those is ionic bond.
So for couples, they have to transfer their money to their partner.
Yep.
And their friends, they have to share.
Yeah. Sharing is caring.
But so nanti dekat sekolah nanti you can share your money with your friend lah.
No, that is couples. Friends is sharing stuff.
Yeah, you can share it. Share lah. Share money transfer. I mean like bila transfer tu you need to give and take lah. Okay. Transfer, give and take lah. Friends you need share tak perlu bagi balik. Alright.
Interesting.
Okay, thank you for group 2. Okay, so I have a question. How about HCl, hydrochloric acid? Is it ionic or covalent? So kalau kita pergi ke first one, it means that, bukan it means lah. Covalent is apa? Sharing of electrons between non-metals atom. And then ionic bond, metal atom transfer its valent electron to non, which is basically covalent, non-metal. Okay, and then ionic between metal and non-metal. So how about HCl?
Covalent,
Why?
because there are two non-metal atoms.
Okay, alright, okay. Because from that, apa kita panggil sebagai the fundamentals meaning. So HCl sepatutnya adalah covalent lah. But in chemistry, okay, there are some assumption. Some assumption. Chemistry ni banyak tak follow rule. Okay. So untuk HCl, okay, bukan HCl saja. Actually untuk covalent compound and molecular compound, there are no compound yang 100% covalent or 100% ionic. Okay. It must be a mix of that. Okay. Ada yang, but kita tengok yang majority lah. Okay. For example, for NaCl, majority 90% to 99% adalah ionic bond. But for HCl, okay, 17% of it adalah ionic bond. So the majority adalah covalent bond lah. So it is, but HCl pun, okay, HCl, you have H plus ion and Cl minus ion. So it is a covalent compound with ionic compound characteristic. Okay, so ni kita akan masuk on chapter 6 lah about acid and bases. Dia pelik sikit. Okay, and then sometimes juga, for example lah, if you, tak apa, ni nanti kita akan masuk next slide, cikgu akan tanya for another group. Okay, group 3 ready? Okay, group 3. Siapa group 3 ni? Ada tak? Group 3, Sania, Aira, Irlia, Aida, Iman, Erika. Okay, mana dia?
Hello. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, for question 1, formation of compounds by transfer of electrons. Ionic bond is formed by the transfer of electron between metal atom and a non-metal atom. Formation of compound by sharing an electron is covalent bond. Covalent bond is formed when non-metal atoms share their electrons to achieve a stable doublet or octet electron arrangement.
Okay, sekejap. Alright. Group 3.
This for the means part, covalent bond need to share their electrons, while ionic bond just donate their electrons.
Okay, lagi nak explain?
Huh?
Like, ada lagi?
Covalent versus ionic bond. Covalent bonds share electrons with non-metal atoms, and covalent bonds share the electron without formation of charge to form molecule. Ionic bond transfer electrons from metal to non-metal atom. Ionic bond lose electron to form positive ion. Accept electron to form negative ion.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Cikgu nak beritahu lagi satu benda. Alright. Our lab tu belum ada apa-apa lagi lab chemistry lah. Kosong lagi, belum ada any apa kita panggil poster ke apa ke. Okay. Nanti siapa yang buat poster tu, Okay, nanti cikgu akan kumpulkan. Cikgu akan tengok yang mana paling lawa nanti. Cikgu akan print lah size. Okay, and then boleh letak dekat dalam lab chemistry dekat papan kenyataan. Okay, so yang buat kerja yang apa, poster tu, jangan apa, lepas dah siap tu terus delete. Okay, save dia. Nanti cikgu printkan nanti. Cikgu akan kumpulkan and then akan print lah. Alright, okay, thank you group 3. Okay, belum habis lagi group 3. So how about, okay, okay, ionic bond and covalent bond. Okay, cikgu baik, okay. Water. Water covalent ke ionic bond? H2O, dihydrogen monoxide. Is it a covalent or ionic bond? Okay, covalent bond. Okay. So, okay, which one, mana satu, covalent and ionic, which one that can conduct electricity? Ada tak siapa yang jumpa waktu buat research tu? Which type of bond that can conduct electricity? Ataupun conduct electricity lah. Okay. Which one? Kenapa ionic? Why ionic can conduct electricity? Okay, because they are dia bukan attraction between positive and negative ion, because they are free moving electrons. Sebab dia ada free moving electrons tu. Because the electrons tu dia move between, dia transfer, dia tak share. If share, dia tak bergerak. So transfer, it will move. Okay. But we know that water is covalent bond. Macam mana kalau orang tu, okay, but how if you tengah mandi, tiba-tiba literate katalah ada orang letak literate tu and then boleh kena renjatan elektrik. Okay, tak adalah. Kata dah tangan basah. Your tangan basah, basuh tangan and then tutup switch and then terkena spark literate. Kenapa? Why? Tapi because you said, bukan because you said lah. Okay, ionic compound saja that can conduct electricity, but water is covalent compound. So why water can conduct electricity? And remember, our body ni is 70% water. So kalau pegang berarti tengok kan orang boleh kena renjatan elektrik. So kalau kata our water is covalent, sepatutnya badan kita tak conduct electricity lah. Okay, this is question for all. Bukan untuk okay, siapa boleh cari tu? Ada tak siapa-siapa yang boleh try? Okay, no, okay. Why? Okay, you know that water is covalent. Water is covalent. But, and then only ionic compound that can conduct electricity. Okay, but why water? Okay, water, not juga. Polar covalent tu is not really more positive and negative macam electron, ionic compound. The water ions are extremely conductive. No, hydrogen bond cannot conduct electricity. Because why? To conduct electricity, you need a transfer of electron. Because electricity tu adalah the moving of electrons. Okay, the moving of electrons. Sebab tu nama dia electricity. Electrons move from positive to negative. Okay? Sekejap. Okay, try to... Okay, why? Kenapa? Water share a lot of electron, right? Share a lot, not a lot of electron. Sharing of electron, the electron is not moving. Okay, but if transfer of electron, okay, transfer of electron, sekejap. Okay, because okay, if pure water, it is pure water is totally covalent compound. Okay, but in regular water, you have minerals in that water tu. Okay, you have minerals. Contohnya apa? NaCl, potassium. So they are ionic compound. Okay, that NaCl tu. So they have a free moving ion in that water. So kalau pure water, they cannot conduct electricity. Okay, that's why our body can conduct electricity. Kenapa? Because in our body we have a lot of electrolyte. Okay, electrolyte tu cecair yang ada electrons lah. Okay, to make our body hydrated. But if pure water, macam distilled water. Okay, distilled water. Distilled water contain basically no minerals lah. Okay, no minerals or no ionic compounds. So, they cannot conduct electricity. But if you add salt, okay, salt in that distilled water, you can conduct electricity lah. So, lagi banyak letak salt in that water, lagi senang elektrik mengalir. Alright, thank you group 3. Okay, kita continue for group 4. Alright, group 4.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. We are from group 4. The group members are me, Camelia, Zahira and Alicia. Bonds are divided into two. The first bond is covalent bonds. The second one is ionic bonds. Covalent bonds form between two nonmetals that have different electronegativities. It have definite shape, low polarity. Covalent bonding is a form of chemical bonding between two nonmetallic atoms, which is characterized by the sharing of pairs of electrons between atoms and other covalent bonds. It has low melting and boiling point. It's liquid or gaseous at room temperature. The examples are methane and hydrochloric acid.
Ionic bonds form between a metal and a non-metal that have different electronegativities, no defined shape, high polarity. Ionic bond, also known as electrovalent bond, is a type of bond formed from the electrostatic attraction between oppositely charged ions in a chemical compound. These kinds of bonds occur mainly between a metallic and a non-metallic atom. High melting and boiling point, solid at room temperature. Example, sodium chloride, sulfuric acid.
Okay, explainkan meme. Dah explain belum? Apa yang nya? Dah explain ke belum tadi meme? Saya dah explain ke? Okay, jap. Alright. Okay, kalau kita tengok bonds, covalent bonds and ionic bonds semua sama je, but yang different ni, okay, sulfuric acid tu. Okay, sulfuric acid ni actually adalah they are covalent bond. Okay, but ataupun covalent compound, but they have a little bit of ionic compound punya characteristic. So they are not 100% lah ionic compound. Okay, so they are tak ada pun lah. Actually not really sure lah because ada ke tak 100% totally covalent bond or 100% ionic bond. Okay, because sometimes it depends on dia punya ni lah, dia punya, because the rule, kalau dia cakap ikut rule tu, okay, must be metal and non-metal and non-metal and non-metal. But for covalent bond, ialah, okay, non-metal and non-metal tu, they are covalent bonds. Okay. But sometimes, ada juga covalent, silap, cikgu tersilap. For ionic bonds, okay, metal and non-metal ialah, memang akan sentiasa ionic bond. But sometimes, macam HCl, yang ada acid tu, okay, they have H3O plus ataupun H plus punya ion, and then they will react with the cation ion, which is the, contoh untuk sulfuric acid ni, the cation ion adalah the cation ion adalah H plus, and then anion dia adalah SO4 2 minus. Alright. Okay, next kita continue to group 5. Ni group 4. Group 5. Ada tak group 5? Siapa di group 5? Siapa group 5 ni? Ke semua pergi cucuk Excel? Group 5, Afzan, Adam, Akil, Anas. Okay, Ahmad dengan Raif.
Ya, cikgu.
Okay. Present your answer je. Bukan present your answer, present your slides lah.
Answer for question 1, ionic bond. Answer for question
Answer?
2.
No, bukan answer. Kalau tengok that questions, okay, apa yang cikgu suruh buat adalah bukan jawab that question answer tu, okay? You need to discuss. Discuss tu kena bincangkan, bukan write one word saja, okay? For group 4 and group 5, okay? Bukan write answer macam ionic bond apa benda tu. You need to discuss lah macam ni, okay? Jangan tulis ionic bond saja, so it is not complete. Okay, continue. Yes, awak share pula. Okay, continue group 5. Continue je apa yang nak buat.
Characteristic of covalent bond. double bond, triple bond. Characteristic of ionic bond. Moving toward each other, a gentle collision.
So kalau covalent bond apa? Not gentle collision lah, rough collision. Ke macam mana? Okay, explain lagi. Ada lagi tu ke group 5 nak tambah? Ke setakat ni saja? Ke ada lagi? Okay. Okay, before kita continue to the next activity. Okay, I need to everyone to vote this. Okay, Mentimeter. Okay, klik dekat link. Okay, vote this. Ada 2 slides nanti. Kita ada 18 people excluding me. So I need every 18 people to vote. Everyone kena vote. Siapa group 3 mesti group 3 juga yang vote. Boleh lah. Okay. Tapi you need to honest to yourself lah. Adakah you punya group tu yang paling interesting? So tak tipu diri sendiri, tak ni lah, bukan tak berkesan, just waste of time lah. If you think your group tu memang interesting, boleh lah vote. Kalau rasa group maybe ada group lain yang lagi interesting and then you more understand, bukan sekat interesting saja, you need to know lah yang mana satu lagi yang lagi faham. Okay, come on, cepat. Lepas ni kita nak main quizzes. Satu slide because nanti kau nampak slide kedua ni dia cakap, dia ask which group presentation is the least interesting. So tak perlulah, kita tengok the least vote tu yang least interesting lah. Tak perlulah cikgu buat 2 kali. Okay, so it is my bad. Okay, siapa yang dah apa tu? Dah vote tu, cikgu share link quizzes and then boleh masuk. Okay, for your presentation ni, okay, cikgu akan post lah. Bukan post dalam GC sebagai materials. Okay. And then nanti cikgu akan share juga group B macam mana. And then boleh tengok lah juga. Okay, so if you can learn a new things ke, apa yang berbeza ke. Sekejap cikgu nak cari mana dia. Okay, ni just soalan yang sama macam yang last lesson. Okay, so you can ni lah, you can apa nak cakap, tengok whether your, kalau dapat answer tu lagi banyak betul from the last time, it means that you learn something new lah. Kalau tiba-tiba rendah balik tu tu takkan lah tiba-tiba your knowledge tu berkurang, impossible. Kecuali kalau terhantuk lah. Okay, cucuk vaksin ke tiba-tiba amnesia macam cerita Indon, macam sinetron. Okay, boleh masuk quizzes. Another 3% belum vote lagi. Okay, lagi 1%. Okay, yang 1% ni akan decide group 2 and group 3 ni. Mana satu? ke dia vote group 4? Vote group 4. Okay. Congratulations group tu. Okay, actually dia tak balance pun actually sebenarnya because ada group yang ada siapa extra ni? Okay. Jadi ni just a rough ni je lah, rough data lah for yang the mana interesting because ada tak semua yang masuk kelas hari ni. So siapa yang group paling ramai masuk kelas hari ni, untunglah they can vote for group sendiri. Alright, okay. Kita continue to quizzes. Soalan yang sama juga. So tengok adakah markah akan increase. Okay, masuk 15 orang cikgu terus start and then yang lambat masuk tu kita akan tunggulah nanti. Fourteen people. Okay, ready. Bila terus masuk 15, cikgu terus tekan start. Stuck ni. Kita ada 17 people. Okay, cikgu start. Alright. Okay, cepat nombor question first ni semua kena jawab betul ni. Okay, tak apa. Siapa tu try 2 kali. Okay, dah tengok answer. So jawapan yang kedua tu tak achieve lah. Kau cikgu dah release answer. Alright. Okay, kita akan pergi go through questions. Okay, ada tak soalan first dulu yang nak pergi. Okay, sebelum tu tengok. Congratulations, accuracy increase. Okay, the last class the accuracy 40%. Okay, so nampaklah increase 7% to 70%. So basically semua boleh dapat B plus lah. Okay, B plus. Before this semua lulus saja dapat apa? E ke D? Cikgu pun tak sure. Alright, kita akan pergi go through questions. Macam mana? Okay, kita pergi dekat sini lah. Dia punya website dia terus. Alright. Okay. Okay, soalan satu ni. Okay, soalan satu ni. Where are the valence electrons located in an atom? Okay, sepatutnya kena apa? 100% kena betul. Okay, 14 orang jawab ni, 14 orang kena dapat jawapan yang betul. Tetapi, nampaknya ada seorang yang incorrect. Okay, valence electron bermaksud apa? The outermost shell lah. Okay, this one, the outermost shell. Okay, bukan first shell. Okay, first shell. Kalau helium, dia punya first shell tu adalah the outermost shell lah. Okay, but for other things tu kita nak the outermost shell. Alright, question 2. What are the valence electrons in an atom responsible for? Okay, maksudnya apakah valence electrons tu? Apa yang valence electron tu buat? Bertanggungjawab ke atas apa? Is it atomic size, relative atomic mass, chemical bonding or melting and boiling point? Okay, sama juga. Seorang yang jawab tak betul. Okay, the answer is chemical bonding lah. Kenapa? The valence electron tu adalah yang akan responsible for chemical properties. Okay, while untuk nuclear number in the nucleus, it will responsible for physical. Okay, apa yang physical? Atomic size, relative atomic mass, okay, melting and boiling point. But chemical bonding ni, it depends on the valence electron. Okay, question 3. Atoms take part in the formation of chemical bond to. Okay, kita tengok siapa jawab. Okay, sama juga. Satu incorrect. Okay, seorang yang tak jawab salah. Okay, untuk apa? To achieve a stable electron arrangement lah, tu je. Bukan nak increase energy, no. Atoms ni apa-apa pun it needs to find the lowest energy, the most stable. The most stable. Okay, untuk neutralize the charge, no. Okay, the charge tu akan neutral bila they become an atom because they achieve a stable electron arrangement. Okay, how many electrons? Question 4. Does nitrogen and need to gain in order to achieve a stable electron arrangement? Okay, ni kena tahulah. And nitrogen punya electron berapa? Valence electron nitrogen berapa? Siapa boleh tahu? Berapakah valence electron for nitrogen? Nitrogen dalam grup berapa? Tengok periodic table saja. Terus dapat tengok. What is the valence electron for nitrogen? Okay, kalau kita tengok dekat sini, nitrogen is in group 15. So, they have 5 valence electron. So in order to achieve 8, the valence electrons tu nak achieve octet, kena ada berapa? Siapa boleh beritahu?
3
How do
more.
you get 3 more? Macam mana? How do you get 3?
8 minus 5.
Okay, 8 minus 5. Why 8? Kenapa why you use 8, Ishao?
Because it fills the second shell.
No, because it's octet rule. Octet rule tu je. Okay, for duplet rule only for ni je helium. Group 1 and ni apa for H, He, Li dengan beryllium. Tu saja. After that semua nak achieve 8. For example hydrogen, it needs 1 electron untuk jadi 1 more electron. So dia akan jadi H plus to become 2. Okay, helium dah stable lah. Okay, lithium pula. Okay, which one easier to gain 7 more electrons or to lose 1 electron saja? Lithium. It is easier lah to lose 1 electron rather than gaining 7 more electrons. Same as beryllium. It is easier to lose 2 electrons than gaining 3 more electron. 3? No, 5. 5 more electron. So for question tadi tu, nitrogen, the valence electron adalah 5. Okay, so kita nak 8. So it is easier lah to add 3 more electrons rather than delete ataupun donate 5 electrons ni. So the answer for question 4 adalah 3. Okay, question 5. An atom that donates an electron forms, mesti semua jawab an ionic bond. Ada yang jawab lain tak? Okay, question 5 ni, okay, 6 correct, 9 incorrect. Okay, mesti ramai yang jawab. It forms an ionic bond. No, an atoms that donates an electron, dia menderma, dia akan jadi positif. Okay, dia akan jadi positively charged. When you get positively charged, remember, ada T in cation. So, it's the same positive. So, cation lah. Okay, an ion ni for negatively charged when it receive an electron. Okay, question 6. Two atoms share electrons to form. Okay, ni kita tengok apa yang betul. 10 correct, 5 incorrect. Okay. Bila share, nampak perkataan share je, a covalent bond. Okay, a covalent bond. Bila nampak share sahaja. Okay, number 2. What is the charge of calcium? Ca ions. Okay, ini berapa yang betul ni? 7 correct, 8 incorrect. When it achieve a stable electron arrangement. So, macam mana kita nak dapat charge dia? Okay, kita pergi ke group 2 ni. Kita tengok calcium. Okay, 2882. So, it want to donates 2 electron dekat sini. So, you get charge dia adalah 2 plus lah. Remember, charge dia adalah 2 plus, bukan plus 2. Okay, plus 2 tu lain. Okay, this 2 plus. Mungkin ada yang jawab plus 2. Okay, plus 2 tu salah lah. Okay, because the answer adalah 2 plus sahaja. Okay. Okay, apa homework? Okay, remember homework yang cikgu cakap, you need to explain to your family member. Okay. Explain to your family member about apa? Okay, kita tengok balik. Apa yang perlu explain? Cikgu akan sharekan slides dia.
Teacher, isn't it like the valence electron is like 2, 8 and more like, you know,
Macam mana?
electron rings, isn't it like the first one is 2, the second one is 8, the third one is another number?
Yes, the third one is but it is for ni lah. The third one tu is for transition metal yang akan lebih tu. Okay, kita pergi ke predictable. Let us go to predictable. Okay, for example lah, kita tengok dekat scandium ni. 2, 8, 9. Okay, this is because of the orbitals tu lah. Okay, orbitals apa ni, F kot. Okay, F. OD, sekejap. SPD. Kita tengok blok apa sekejap. Mana dia? Tak jumpa lah dekat sini. Because of dia lah. Kalau tengok transition metal, okay, they have more than 8 ni dekat shell ke 3. Okay, they have 18. Okay, this is mostly for transition metal lah. Transition metal will be quite different. But sometimes yang dekat bawah ni more than calcium ni, dia pun different jugalah. 30, 18. Okay, maximum electron for third shell adalah 18, 18. And then for the next one adalah 32. 32 ke? Yes, 32. Macam contohnya radon ni. And then it goes back to 8. Tak juga ada 32. But so for easier you need just need to remember for element 1 until 20 calcium tu. So dia akan ingat 288 tu lah. Okay, macam
So
ni.
it's going to change after it.
For mana? Yang mana?
For those electrons that are a lot.
Okay, for example this titanium.
Yeah.
Okay, so titanium just for titanium, for transition metal, we cannot use group number to determine how many electrons that they can valence electron that they can donate or receive. So because it will be different. Because sometimes remember transition metal, they have multiple oxidation states, so they can donate lah different number of electron. For example, iron can jadi Fe2+, so it can donate 2 electrons. But it can donate juga 3 electrons, Fe3+, so dia akan jadi 2, 8, 13. So dia for transition metal ni, the formula adalah we cannot use the group number to determine how many electrons that they can achieve or that can gain or donate. But for the main group, okay, group 1, group 2, group 3, 13, 15, 16, 17, you can determine it from dia punya transition, from dia punya group number. But for group 4 ni, group 14 ni, they are mostly adalah covalent. Carbon is covalent, silicon, okay, germanium. Okay, but tin and lead ni, they are metal. So they can they can achieve ni lah. They can undergo ionic bond. Okay, but untuk yang boron, silicon, yang color hijau ni, okay, they are mostly covalent bond. Okay, so transition metal ni is very different. Tak boleh guna that formula. But for group 1, group 2, okay, group 1, they can donate 1 electron. Every element in group 1 can donate 1 electron. Tak kisah dia dekat period berapa pun. Same as group 2. Okay, same as group 13. Yeah, group 14 ni depends on the element. Kalau Sn and 14 and plumbum, they can donate 4 electron. Okay, but for nitrogen, ni they need to achieve 3 electron. Okay, macam phosphorus, you need 3 more electrons. Arsenic is covalent compound, so it's a semi metal, so they can mostly covalent lah. But for bismuth is metal, so it can donate 5 electron. So you need to know lah dia punya yang mana satu. And then remember group 18, they cannot donate or share electrons. Menerima to accept, kecuali for xenon and radon. Sometimes they have, they can share electrons lah, can create a compound. Okay. And then, okay, so your homework, Okay, jumpa cikgu lupa nak buka slides. Sekejap. Okay, you need to explain it. Explain the basics of compound formation. Okay, kena explain lah covalent compound and ionic compound to your family member. Okay, record your interaction tu under 5 minutes. Tapi janganlah baca je, do not write do not read the the meaning tu, the definition. Okay, kena ada juga your the parties tu kena tanyalah. Tak boleh lah your one way saja, one way interaction saja. Kena ada at least two way interaction. Okay, boleh explain to one person. Okay, explain to a group of person pun boleh juga. Okay, in under 5 minutes. Just record the audio. Tak perlu record muka apa benda pun. Okay, I need to know. Bukan I need to know, I need to hear your voice. Okay, but must be in the language that I can understand. Kalau cakap dengan cikgu, dengan Frau Hajar cakap Jerman, cikgu tak faham, no, cikgu tak boleh lah. Okay, you want to explain to Frau Hajar in Deutsch ke? In bahasa Jerman, cikgu tak faham. Alright, okay, and then I will release, cikgu akan post dia punya link tu untuk upload. Okay. Okay, so already 9:33. Okay, I will stop the recording. Okay.